At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 5, Will Barton. And at forward for Morehead State, number 35, the Manimal.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. The Denver Nuggets, they won their last contest, that game against the Jazz in Utah. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was. Anderson, he's checked in for Usher. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. So for New Orleans right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter, and it's Cunningham in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Cole, guarded by Harris, and Davis with the basket on the assist from Cole.
And for the Pelicans last year, they were at their best when they had great ball movement. Very tough to guard their team when the offense was so active.
Now here's Freak. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. And again, Denver no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. With the fadeaway. And Davis can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pulls it up. The shot no good, a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
59 seconds left in the first. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Cruz, the pass to Harris. He feeds it to Chandler. 5 to shoot. Here's Cruz. The good-looking shot from the wing. Freak's got his first bucket in this one.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Anderson can't get it to go. Over to the left wing. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Pondexter, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. New Orleans on top. They lead by a bucket. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more.
Best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they piled up all the points.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Asik in at the front. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He dropped in 15 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
The shot's good from Evans.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
Mudiay kicks to Fareed. Gallinari in the corner. Shoots a fader. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Don't discount, though, the effort from the other side, because I just thought they took advantage of the opening once they got a little momentum.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong, he's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
Mudiay with the ball. He's got 6. Cruz. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Screen by Fareed, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Denver. Harris comes in for Freak, and then for New Orleans, Davis comes in for Alexis Ajinça, and it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 to the field. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Nuggets lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, you know, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. We've done a nice job of getting everyone involved in the offense. Our passing has been heads up and unselfish. That's something I'd like to see even more of. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
What a great game for Evans.
He's checked in for Barton. And a change for the Pelicans. Ajinça's checked in. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Freak is out there with Mudiay. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Off the screen, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Anthony Davis.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Gallinari against Evans. From outside the arc. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 12 in the game.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gordon. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession. And that's good news for the rest of that team.
Moutier dishes to Freak. To the inside. Gallinari. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Coles comes in for Eric Gordon. And he can't hit the second. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Evans. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Cruz. And again, Denver no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And it's New Orleans scoring again. The Nuggets leading by 4. Harris passes to Laverne. Back to Harris. Chandler goes in. Dishes to Freak. No good. Good D by Holiday.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Anderson, a screen on Harris. And Cole kicks to Anderson. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Evans. Gordon comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Drew Holiday in for Norris Cole. 7-4 now for the Pelicans. The big men are Anderson and Davis. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 spot. Moutier kicks to Freak. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good on the way up. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
Doris Burke has
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Anderson. And Tyreke Evans subbed in for Dante Cunningham. Jokic passes to Cruz. Drops in the layup for two. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. .110 left in the fourth quarter. And Holiday kicks to Evans. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Freak. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And the second of two is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
To the middle. Stolen by Ashe.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Freak dishes to Barton. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left. Kicks to Freak. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Moutier, no good.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Knocks down the trifecta. Here's Jokic. Ashe defending. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting for Denver, Will Barton. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Your Nuggets dancers.
outside Holiday, no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Danilo Gallinari. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made
Mr. Dom.
Jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took a